The Mini Chad Shed. Catering to the Giga Chads who never want to farm, this little base offers obscene value for its cost. It's heavily optimized for loot storage, and its 15 rocket raid cost is made possible thanks to this improved offset bunker. It's also excellent if you want to play Rust casually but still have a base next morning. Still though, it has its issues. The main one being that people just found it difficult to build, especially on console where things work a bit different. So today I want to introduce you to the Mini Chad Shed V2. Slightly more expensive, still ridiculously cheap though, and better in every way. While retaining the same bunkered 1x1 core, it has more and better optimized loot space, as well as a proper airlock and a better integrated roof exit, not to mention how beautifully cost-effective it is to spam these. It's just so cheap. But mainly it's just much simpler to build, and also simple to expand. So today I'll also show you how to upgrade the humble 15 rocket shed into a 3 walls to core, powerful and full-featured solo mansion, while still focusing on extreme cost efficiency. So let me show you around the Chad mansion. Behold the quick drop loot section. And now we go to the main living space, which consult your doctor before building this because it might be too cozy. Now behind us here we have the in-base refinery, which is very useful. And what is this? Why, it's a bunker. Opened from right here, inside the base. Upstairs we have a neat little bedroom with a protected locker, a battery compartment, and a roof exit. If the Mini Chad Shed is purely an exercise in cost efficiency, this Chad Mansion would be the full-featured version, and we'll learn how to build both right now. So, 2 bases in 1 build video. Let's go! You start with a square and 2 triangles closed in like so. Now, of course, these will probably be stone walls and wooden doors in the beginning, but to save time, I'll show you everything in final build grade. All tiles remain accessible for upgrades though, so don't worry. TC goes in this corner right here. And when closing the top, you can close this guy with wood in the beginning. But as soon as you have some resources to expand with, get rid of it and set up a roof exit with 2 double doors like so. And don't forget this incredibly important triangle frame. Likewise, don't forget to add a triangle shelf in the core, which you do in this fashion. Great! Time to set up the bunker. First, add a twig foundation and an upgraded wall. Now add a twig square, from which you'll build a line of 9 triangles like so. Then a square, which you will keep while removing all excess twiggies, including that one. Then build back with squares until you can replace the triangle, which you do have to attach correctly, so do this. Look down and then up. See how the triangle kind of shifts? Whichever way you do it, you want to have this stone texture on the bottom left here. This one's good, so upgrade. Now clear out those squares and repeat. Going 9 triangles out. Add a square. Remove excess twiggies. And go back with squares, taking special care to attach the last one to the twig side. And finally, 2 half walls and a triangle that has to be placed from this position. Oh, and get rid of these foundations. Surprisingly, it's actually an important step. Anyway, the bunker is done. Just is funny. Alright, anyway, in the actual core inside the bunker, you can place a vending machine here and close the other triangle with an armored window. But it's much more secure to actually just wall it off, which is what I'd recommend to do in the larger Chad Mansion version. Oh, and of course you can use a ladder hatch for convenience, which you'll pick up when you need to close the bunker. Very good. Now you honeycomb the central square, and it's at this point that we have to make a decision. If you want the larger Chad Mansion version, skip ahead to this point in the video. For the smaller and super cost-effective Mini Chad Shed V2, keep watching. I'll give you a second to decide. Alright, so you have chosen the path of the true Chad. Mini Chad Shed V2 it is. Alright, so close this part with walls, also adding a roof exit on top. Then add a basic airlock composed of 2 single doors, like so. And just close it in. Now you can arrange the base in many different ways. This is how I like it. Deadly shotgun trap right there. And just, yeah, very dense. Very, very dense. 5 large boxes in the 1x1 core, and a small box here is perfect for hopping on the vending machine, with the science bench also serving as a convenient ramp. And that's the Mini Chad Shed version 2. Strong and with laughably low upkeep, it allows you to go out and PvP never having to worry about the base. And if you want to know how to expand it into a fully fleshed out Chad Mansion, keep watching. So, I see you have chosen the path of the true Chad. Alright, so for the Chad Mansion, from this honeycombed 1x1 stage, first add 2 double doors over here. Then turn around and close everything in, but do make sure not to add a ceiling on one of the 3 triangles, so as to have a roof exit. Then just get it nice and cozy, and up we go to create the 3rd floor. Starting with a basic roof exit, and then closing the whole thing off and adding another roof exit. And though it's always a you do you situation, here's my recommendation for the layout of the 3rd floor. Alright, now we expand, adding a proper entrance and a boiler room. First add these foundations. Then break the twig one and set up a refinery room like so. Excellent. Now we close this whole section off. This will honeycomb the bunker mechanism and allow us to open it from inside the base. Oh, and this is important. Though you can add a shelf here, as well as here, you must not place anything on the socket on which the bunker opening roof goes. Next, extend the door path with a simple airlock. Make sure the inner door opens outwards. And close everything in with a square shelf in the middle for the quick drop-off loot area. And again, many ways to set it up, but this is my favorite. Nice! And to finish the build, we add one more layer of honeycomb to the core. This will add up to 3 walls to core, which is pretty strong. Here make sure to build the triangles first, because once you place a roof tile you can no longer place foundations around it. Rust is funny. So that's it, all done. And there's much more you can do with it. You can upgrade the core to make it monstrously strong. You can add more floors, or even like a shooting floor or something. But I'm not sure how Chad that is, you'll have to ask someone. That said, 2 extremely cost-efficient bases for the Chad who hates farming, with a special emphasis on very low HQM costs so you can make more guns and attachments, and just PvP without a care in the world. And even if you're not an absolute god-tier PvP Chad, I find that these hardy but ultra-cheap bases make the wipe feel much smoother. So there you go. You can find many more inventive Rust builds and tricks on my channel, and I hope to see you again soon. But until then, goodbye for now, and blessed be.